There we go. So, tonight, even though the description says we're going to do Star Wars Episode 1, I haven't changed the playfield out yet. So, we can hold on for a minute and change out the playfield if we want. Question is do we want to do that? Let's see. Megan, what do you think? You want to switch these playfields quick?
I can help with that, I suppose.
Yeah, if I get help with it, let's do that. So.
How heavy is it?
Oh, they're not that heavy. Glass is the thing that I worry about. Yeah, let's not break this glass. I don't know where you can get replacement glass for this, actually.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
Is it?
Okay, here.
Help in there?
Nope. Yep, I'm coming. Just keep my arms on this rail. One's in the hallway.
Oh.
And then the other one is, one's right there, so be careful.
Okay. Yep. And there's one. Okay.
There's
only two?
three.
Oh, there's three.
Yep.
What's
All right, put your end all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All the way down to the floor.
Oh.
Thank you.
There's more balls in there.
And where?
Inside the game.
Yeah, this one there is.
Okay.
Those three go to the other one.
Oh, they go stay together?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Oi.
Oy vey.
Oi.
So we are quickly changing out the play fields, as you can see. Those of you who haven't seen a Pinball 2000, it's literally, I can't see where the connectors are. It's very easy. Change out the connectors, and put the new play field in.
Indigo, come here. You can see my pilot.
Okay. Oh shit. That was close.
You look pretty glass.
I know. Yeah, if I broke this glass, it would be into stream kit and I'd be going to bed. With no supper for a week.
You want to spin the drunk table real quick?
What'd you say?
You want to spin the drunk table?
You can.
I'll need help. Because right now it's full in your shot.
Yep, Hez, it's actually that easy. Now you can see the Dell computer is going to load up. And and then we'll just pick which game it is after it loads through its sequence. My wife is all concerned that you can see our junk table behind me.
It's fine.
And then after this is done, we're gonna.
Look the other end. Just stick. So it's against the thing. It's fine. That at least makes me feel better. You can still see it, but it's less of it.
Fix those. And all we have to do now is say, Alexa, turn off the dining room lights.
It's gonna be too dark.
No, I had them off last night, remember?
Oh, right.
And here we are, Star Wars Episode 1. So, I'm just going to do a quick little camera adjustment there. This angle is really high on me. You're going to get to see the top of my head tonight. Starting the stream really late. It's 2 a.m. Eastern Time. But we were over at the restaurant. Some friends came down, and so we stayed a bit late to close up and all of that. So here we are. I wasn't sure I was going to stream because I saw someone else was streaming, but then just as I was logging on, they were ending. So here we go. So another.
Episode 1.
Oh, I forgot something. Damn it! I forgot that I need to. Crap. It's gonna be another minute, kids. Yeah, I forgot to put the ball plunger in. And I need a screwdriver for that. I got one here. But it's much easier without the playfield in. I know. I'll try to do it. I'll try to do it without. If I can. So this is the one flaw in this design between these two games, is that Star Wars Episode 1 uses a traditional plunge mechanism, and Revenge from Mars does not. It's a push button.
Plunge the ball and use your flippers.
Thank you, Anakin. I didn't already know that. And it's real easy to do when the playfield's not in. But when the playfield is in, you're kind of blind. But I'm going to do it this way anyways because I don't feel like pulling the glass back out, because those of you who have watched me stream from the very beginning
Use your flippers.
know that I don't deal well with tempered glass. And I can't afford to break this one. It's got a special coating down the end. So here we are. If we just get the screwdriver in here, we should be good. Close the door, we'll plunge the ball. There we go. Alright, let's try that. It's been a while since I've played this game, so it's gonna be a little rough at the beginning, I think. It's gonna take me a while to get the skill shot and get the shots back going.
This hasn't been a day for warm welcomes.
This is a very bright game compared to Revenge from Mars. So basically in this game, to start modes, you keep hitting the center thing a few times, and then you have function buttons left and right that will allow you to choose which mode you want to play. And and then you hit the center again, and that's where you go.
How might I serve you?
There are magnets on this one, because it's a good Star Wars game, according to my wife. And they're on the sides. Right down the middle. Hope everyone's having a great Friday night. You know, we didn't do too terribly much today. You know, had the friends stop by the pub. Most people kind of give me a call when they're going to be there, so. You've heard that tall people have terrible. So I am 5'11", so I'm reasonably tall. I don't have that much of a problem. I guess if I'm standing up really straight like I am right now, I can't see the very top of the screen. But I mean, back a little bit, hunched over a little bit. Yeah, pushed it over to Star Wars real quick. Frankly, because last night I said I was going to do Star Wars tonight, and then we ran to the restaurant, and I didn't have time to switch it over, so I just switched it over a minute ago. And that's how easy it is with the new core system, actually, is you just boot it up and you select the software, and so it just goes quick. Oh yeah, 6.5, I can see that. I can see Jack having a problem with this machine. He'd have to hunch. Ugh. Hey Megan, can you do me 2 favors? Can you grab my sneakers, because I'm in slippers? And can you get me a water? Sparkling? You know, until you mentioned it, I didn't notice that I couldn't even see the very top of the screen until I tried it. Alright, we'll start that mode.
How might I serve you?
Than I thought.
Ah, gotta be careful. Yes, please. Wow, that was a quick shitty game, huh?
I'm quite on too.
Oh, I hate the pod racing mode. We're not doing pod racing. I'll do this one over pod racing. So yeah, it took me a little while to actually understand the virtual spinners on this. It's kind of weird because they're not perfectly placed. But if you can see back here, you can see you can see there's like a virtual spinner for this ramp, and it's kind of weird because you hear it going. And you see it moving, but it's not perfectly lined up with the ramp itself. It's close. In the bedroom. I took them off in there when I put my slippers on. Alright, we're going to do the Bad Jar Jar mode, just so everybody can see this one. I'm not sure how many came out. Someone would have to check Pinside. They were never really good about releasing actual numbers on these towards the end. Megan will be able to look it up in a minute. Changing into sneakers. Guessing 5,000. Let's see. Let's see who gets. Any other guesses? 5,000-ish. Are we? Now, here's the question, Delaware. Are we playing by Price is Right rules? You can't go over, right? So if someone goes $4.99, you know, 501. And this is technically a Williams machine. Which is really funny because, you know, Bally and Williams, I don't know why they kept the names separate on this. On the same hardware, the same everything. Ah, magnet. Alright, Delaware says 5,100. Oh, magnets again. But Pinball Database says 3,250. I don't know. I don't know who I'd side with on that one.
Oh my. That was great.
Revenge from Mars was 6878.
This isn't one played on a Trade Federation.
How might I serve you?
I actually like this game. This game's a lot of fun. Oh, and then it does that to you. $68.78. Yeah, Revenge from Mars was, you know, was more popular because it was a sequel, and so a lot of people were really excited about that. And then so many people liked the original one so much better. I think it was a good idea for them to go with a sequel for the first game on this, though. I think that was a smart approach. You know, give something that they could really gauge well against. You know, how many they were going to sell and that kind of stuff. Yeah, let's do the annoying Jar Jar mode. Get him out of the way. There we go. Oh, come on. So the first shard on Jar Jar, you have to trip him. So you hit this middle thing. Why are you so always the one? Because you're the worst character that Star Wars ever had. That's why you're always the one. Does anybody disagree with me? Does anybody think that Jar Jar was a good character? I have never met anyone who thought he was a good character so far. The character, not the mode. Good one, Fez. Oh my god, really? That's what you have to say? MC Chris likes Jar Jar? Nobody... Oh my god. No, actually the Jar Jar mode's not not annoying. It's Jar Jar himself I find annoying. Not a Star Wars guy. I'm not a Star Wars person either. I just thought that Jar Jar was the most annoying character ever. It's like, what were you, seriously, what were you thinking when you created this thing? And made it a main character at that. It's not even like it was a bit part. Like, he was a main character. In more than one movie. Roger Rabbit? I liked Roger Rabbit. I liked Roger Rabbit.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. Oh my.
Once those droids take control of the surface, they will take control of you.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. The voice, Roger Rabbit's voice was pretty high and annoying as well. His lines were better, though. You know, like, the character build-up of that was better. Ah! Yeah, this camera's way too close. So it has been a really long time since I've played this game. And it's really strange because the flippers on this play so much differently than Revenge from Mars, but they're the same buttons. It's the same cabinet, you know? It's just, they move, everything about it is just different. I've always found that strange. You know, because the flippers are electronic, they're not, you know...
I'm quite on too.
Oh. Yeah, the action buttons in this are used so much better than Revenge from Mars. Revenge from Mars, they barely use them at all, and they're a key feature in this game. And so, those of you who aren't familiar with this game, you've got your two flipper buttons on either side, and then just in front of those, I mean barely in front of those, are two what they call action buttons, one on each side. And when you're in the game, you use them quite a bit. So in certain modes, you'll see in the top right corner of the screen lasers. In certain modes, you can use lasers to assist killing ships and those kind of things. And you collect lasers in different ways around the game. And in other modes, like, you can cycle through and pick which mode you want to start. They're used a lot more in this game than they were in Revenge from Mars. They're a crucial part of picking things here and just playing the gameplay in general. So basically, we just keep shooting towards the center target, which is basically a drain factor nightmare. It's ridiculous. Because, so right now, I can go left and right through these and pick which mode I want. So this would be, I forget what they call this one, like Jedi Roulette or something like that, I don't remember. And then you've got the 3CPO mode, you've got the underwater mode, that one's annoying. I find the pod racing one annoying as well. This one's a pretty good one, so let's do that. And so to start this mode now, all I have to do is hit that center shot. So there we are. This one's called Hangar Escape. And a lot of people didn't like the PIN 2000s because basically they said you were incorporating a video game here. But, you know, I think with the video game concept, for me it added quite a bit because we're doing it now. So this was really ahead of its time. And you can't do what you do in a video game. Video game, if I go up to an arcade cabinet and I do the same button actions over and over again, I should be able to win the game that way, right? I'm gonna get the same results no matter what I do. In this, the ball is really a random function here, and that's what changes everything. And so I don't find it a video game at all, so I'm gonna just shoot these guys with my lasers, and then we're just gonna exit the hangar and make life easy. So, hit the center shot, hit the center shot, one more time, oops, missed it. So there's ball captures on the right and left up the top of the play field. Let's try this one. And one of them is a market, and the other one's Watto's Junk Shop. You get both of those. There's a 2-ball multi-ball there. And there's a multi-ball as well in the after we spell Jedi, which means we have to get 4 modes, which tonight I'm not getting much modes at all. The other thing I find interesting on this game, which you don't see in a lot of Bally or Williams games, is the rollovers are almost like the old school Bally rollovers. They're almost like arcade buttons on the playfield that the ball rolls over, and they didn't do that much towards in the 90s. I think I like that move. Let's go with this one. Right down the middle. I don't remember. Don't remember how many balls we had. That might have been it.
Shoot again.
Okay. And I agree with you. I think Pat would have used them really well in the next game. Had that game gotten off the ground.
Oh my.
And I think it really was a concept, these first couple games. And it really, they sold well enough that I don't quite understand why they cut it, So we'll do this. Keep that ball going until this amazingly dark playfield where I can't see anything. I thought this was supposed to be a multi-ball. Oh god, that's right. I might not have enough balls loaded in. We're gonna lose this mode because I screwed up, guys. I've got a ball locked, and I don't think I have enough balls in the machine, so it's not giving me the other ball I need. And with one ball on this, this multi-ball this mode's pretty hard. So. So essentially in this mode, I've got to hit that center target and get my health, get Darth Maul's health down lower than mine without draining too many times. And basically, then it drops us back to where we were. I was doing well for a second there. The key to this mode, to me, has always been you've got to just make your shot and get the ball back as soon as you can. So really, ramps are the best thing here, because it gives you a combo, but we're about to die. He's about to win. Yep, we're dead.
You still have much to learn, my apprentice.
So now it moves us up to the next mode. So you like the manual launch multi-balls? It drives me crazy.
Hey, there's an extra ball.
I feel like if you have a ball save, you need to automatically shoot it for me. I mean, with a 2-ball multi-ball, it's not bad, but I think 3 or more, I really feel like you spend more time down the drain, down the lane doing it than you do.
You'll find what you need. What, you think you're some kind of Jedi with your no money, no parts, no deal?
No money, no parts, no deal. Alright, that was a valid tilt. I'll give it that one. Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, there it is. I don't know what score I got that got me there. The computer must have wiped out high scores because that was not a good game.
Episode 1.
The Phantom Menace.
It's an invasion of me.
I mean, granted, most of my friends who are Star Wars nuts think that Star Wars Episode 1 was the worst movie ever created. I don't have an opinion on that, by the way. But I do admit, as far as action shots in a Star Wars movie, the pod racing scene was meh. It was really good for young kids. I 9, 10, 11-year-olds, that age group loved it. Because you had a kid in a pod racer. I mean, how can you go wrong there, right? But as far as an action scene, I didn't think that was great. And, I mean, the acting was pretty bad, considering the movie it was. And it's down the drain. I do have to say that this game must have made bank for people. I mean, can you imagine seeing this in a movie theater? I mean, it must, and it's, you drain all the time, so it must have made bank. And once you do get good control of the ball in here, you can do quite a bit. Well, that's why the extra ball is so easy to get. I keep forgetting that. So, the extra ball is, I set it really low and attainable on this machine because you, number one, you need it. And number two, when you do hit that shot, it doesn't register half the time. And there's nothing wrong with the Switch or the electronics. It just doesn't register for some reason. And they were all like that. And it's not a particularly easy shot to make. So the purpose of this mode is we're trying to escape from this squid thing that's following our ship, our underwater ship. And I'm going to talk over the audio because listening to Jar Jar the complete time is horrible. And so we escaped. But you have to keep hitting the ship essentially to essentially electrically charge it so that the thing will not be able to get you. I guess that was an element in the movie that I don't even remember, to tell you the truth. Oh, Outland again. All three, too. That sucks. People just grew up. Yeah, you know, and that's the truth. I remember who I was dating at the time this movie came out, and they had a probably at the time, I don't know. I don't remember what year it was exactly. She was probably 7 or 8, would be my guess, and loved this movie because of the pod racing scene, because of, you know, Anakin being this young kid, and then knowing the backstory of what he becomes. It was very interesting. the rest of us kind of thought this was the worst movie ever made. I wish some of my old coworkers were around online tonight, the ones that are out in California, because one of them does the perfect voice impression of Anakin when he says that's pod racing. It used to make me laugh in the office all the time.
Mindful of the living force, young Padawan.
We used to literally ask as an interview question what your favorite Star Wars movie was. The skill shot. The skill shot's not that difficult. It's a short plunge up, right to there. And I think if you get the skill shot 3 times, it will advance a Jedi letter for you. So you're skipping a mode. You're not really skipping it, because to win the game you got to do them all anyways. But you're basically just getting one step closer to defeating Darth Maul again. The more I play this, the more I realize how out of practice I am with this machine. I need to start playing this one more. And this machine plays so different than anything else. It does not play like a 90s Bally Williams machine. It plays very different. It doesn't play like a Stern of a modern generation Stern. It doesn't, it is its own animal. And I'm probably one of the few people that you'll find that has one cabinet in both playfields. And that's the way I bought it. So this is a Star Wars Episode 1 cabinet. But I do have the Revenge from Mars back glass and playfield for it and the software to switch it out. But most people, didn't buy it in this configuration. And no original sound was done. I'm sorry, there was original sound done for this game. Anakin's character, tells you to plunge the ball and things, and it's actually him. So it is kind of a little special that way. Not all games do that. I know Adam's Family, he did extra call-outs for the game, but back then they basically just reused the licensed audio that they had access to. And that was always something nice about Bally Williams. They tried to go that extra step to, go the extra way. I thought I was going to get control of it. So this did originally come with a tube, and this has been changed out to an LCD. Change out isn't that hard, but there's no commercially available brackets that do it. So you have to basically. I was trying to hold it. I gotta stop being fancy. I just need to keep whacking the ball. I need to play pinball. Everybody knows how to play pinball. You shoot it what's blinking. Just shoot it what's blinking. Stop doing flipper tricks. Okay, so we've got a multi-ball here. If you notice, the playfield is completely black right now. So I just drained the ball. I'm not getting it back, and it's gone. Because you can't see a damn thing. The multi-ball is almost useless in my mind. Because it's so dark you instantly drain. It just does nothing. And then it flashes a couple lights so your eyes can't even adjust to it. It really bothers me. Thankfully there's a ball save, so I keep screwing up. So Delaware, Pez, don't know if you guys have anything interesting planned for the weekend. Any pin anywhere, or Any family events? Anything worth commenting on? I'm supposed to have my poker game here tomorrow night. Don't really have a lot of people attending. A lot of people are busy, so I might cancel that. If I cancel it, I'll stream. I'm thinking of streaming the poker game. It's an entertaining bunch, but haven't built the table, the RFID table yet, so that everybody could see what cards we all have. Well, the problem, Pez, is if you put it in a well-lit place, you really lose the holographic thing on the back glass if it's too well-lit. And so it's a double-edged sword. I mean, that's why I was saying last night that if you could get a little bit more lighting in the case itself that was not connected to the GI circuit, you'd really be better off. And I was saying, you know, if you had Pin Stadium that wasn't connected to the GI, you could throw a lot of light on the play fields. But the truth of the matter is yeah, you would have problems maybe with the holograph type. I don't know what exactly to call it, because it's not really a hologram, it's just a reflection. But it is well done. I'll give them that. They did a good job at it. Unbelievable. Okay, let me set the game back where it's supposed to be to the camera. There we go. Alright, up the middle, back down. Extra ball. I don't remember that mode. I don't like that mode. That mode's not bad. Let's do that. Almost lost it. Alright, great. Another 2-ball multi-ball. Hey Sharon, how are you? Alright, there we go. The lights are back on, and hey, I still have 1 ball to play. Okay, now all I have to do is the center shot, and we have Jedi spelled out. Now all I have to do is plunge once up the middle. Hit the middle. Ah, come on. Get back in there. Ah, come on. Horrible. Horrible.
You should shoot again.
You shall shoot again. Use a racist character. Horrible, horrible character. Alright, now we just gotta keep the ball. Alright. Now, this is a 2-ball. This is a multi-ball. Why aren't you launching my other ball? There it goes. Finally launched it. Oh, launched it. Gave it to me, at least. And with 2 balls, this mode's actually attainable. Because you have a ball save on it, and you have enough that if 1 ball gets stuck up there, like that one did a second ago at the top of the playfield, in the pop bumpers, you don't completely lose. Like we did last time. But you get a manual ball launch, and that takes you a second, you know? You have to pay attention to when it drops and then launch it, you know. It does add a little more complexity to the game. Yeah, you might be right, Delaware. It does make it kind of fun, though, doesn't it? we're back to here again. We're gonna go get the three. No, I was gonna go get the 3 CPO shot. See if we could get the extra ball. There were 2 shots there to an extra ball. Backhand that one there. Oh! Oh! Well, that game's over. Dun, 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 dun. Really? Yeah, not great scores, but, you know, I don't think there are any really good scores except the defaults on this machine at the moment. The Phantom Menace.
Mario's junk shop.
I won you.
Use your instincts.
Use your instincts. I do have to remember to do a couple things to this machine the next time I take it out. So this has essentially metal washers everywhere, and I think that's ridiculous. I'm going to replace them with the little bulletproof plastic inserts. Alright, let's see. Can't win.
May the force be with you.
Is anybody else like, you know, may the force be with you, and also with you? You know, it's like call and response in the Catholic Church. I think everybody thinks that, too. Jeez. But yeah, I don't know what anybody else's big plans for the weekend are. Alright, we'll do the pod racing mode, why not? It's my least favorite, but we'll do it. That's actually not my least favorite. There's 2 modes that I really think are less interesting than this. Ugh. Someday I will learn all the shots on this game.
You're pretty good.
Ugh. Hey, Deep Arcade, how is it? How's it going? Oh. I will tell you it's not going great here. This machine is kicking my butt tonight. I don't know why. It's supposed to be a kid's game, isn't it? Alright, that was a save. That was actually a pretty good save, come to think of it. I was convinced that was gone. I almost gave up. Ah. 13th birthday tomorrow, Pez. Wow. Well, that should be exciting. You doing it at the house, or are you, you know, having people over? Are you guys going out someplace? So many people don't do things at home anymore. They always go out. So it's always interesting to know.
Oh my.
Yeah, thinking back to working in an office where people really were Star Wars nuts and really liked the movies. I remember them talking about this one, Star Wars Episode 1 once, and basically going, no one cares about stupid metachlorines anyways. That was the whole purpose of the whole movie. Oh, double drain. I gotta shoot again in an extra ball lid. Yeah, you know, my family, when I was growing up, weren't really that type of family either. It was kind of, you know, go out to dinner, you know, that was about it. We'd figure it out as we went along. So many other families, they just put so much stress on these things. Lock this ball up for a second. Okay, there we go.
Federation dogs are cowards.
Need my extra ball. Alright. A hit. And another. And another. It is not giving me my second ball for this multi-ball. That is really interesting. I don't know why it's not kicking the ball out or sensing that I don't have it out here. Which basically means we're going to lose this mode because he's going to get too many hits on me while I'm up in the pop bumper forest. Because really, to hit him, I have to either do ramps or this center shot. And the center shot's easier and faster than ramps in this game. I do have a shoot again after this, which is nice though. I'm wondering if I drain the ball, if it'll realize that the second ball never popped. Alright, there goes. The second ball just popped. Give me a ball so I can shoot it. I've almost got him, so it's essentially that shot there. Good. Okay, so ball 3. I gotta shoot again, and the junk shots are open as well. Let's do that one first. Plunge that.
I see 3PO human side
I knew that was gonna drain. Look, I'm drinking before the hydration bot tells me to. And that's important. Oh.
Plunge the ball and use your flippers.
Did plunge the ball. Oh, it's gone. It's fine.
Get to your ship.
Oh, I hate this mode.
It's the Jedi. At last we'll have revenge.
And we outlanes. And there it goes. See, I just beat the hydration bot. I just beat the extra ball.
Shoot again.
No?
Ready my ship.
Ready my ship.
Mindful of the living force.
this one. We'll do we won't be doing anything. That sucked. I tried, kids. I tried.
Looking very, very good. I warn you. Oh, funny this.
Skill shot.
Ugh.
Get away.
How might I serve you?
Alright, here's that horrible 2-ball. No problem, Pez. Yeah, I'm not going to try to stay up too late tonight. Alright, and we lost that multi-ball already. Did complete the mode, which is always good.
Once those droids take control of the surface, they will take control of you. It's an invasion army.
I'm the Titan.
It's an invasion army. This mode I actually like. I think it's because there's more than one spot to hit.
Concentrate on the lead.
Well, that was a pretty good ball one. I'll give that as a good ball one. Not a great ball one, but a good ball one. This camera's normally not this close, okay? But I needed the bracket that I normally, and I just ordered another one, that I normally put my face camera on out closer to my monitor for this one down here on the play field, so you guys could see the graphics. So if you're looking at the top of my head too much, I'm sorry. It is what it is.
Watto's jump shot.
Check up the way, yeah, we want to know about that.
Ugh, almost made it up the ramp. Come on. Come on. There you go. That didn't register and it drained. Come on, that wasn't fair. Oh, ball one keeps shooting. That was nice.
And the force field.
Alright. Oh, alright. We're gonna be a ball down. Again, we're a ball down because it's up in the captive hole at the moment. And we didn't release it. And I just lost the ball. Oh, that's right. This is ball save, so. Yeah, the problem without having two balls here is if a ball gets tied up by the pop bumpers or the slingshots like it is right now or anything, Darth Maul's getting shots on you and you're not getting anything on him. You know, and so you're gonna, oh, yeah, and there it goes into the pop bumper forest. I mean, the best thing, that's what I needed to do. he's supposed to do a combo shot there when I hit my ramps. Ugh, that one's down the drain. Yeah, my health is low. Darth Maul's gonna win this one, kids. Which is fine. It doesn't really change much. It just still advance. Just oh, that's points. Yeah, he's gonna get me before I get another 3 hits on him. I think. There's 1. There's 2. Outlaned. He's gonna get a hit on me any second now, and I'm gonna be dead. Yep, that's it. All right. Still good first ball. I don't remember this mode, so this one.
Let's go.
Oh, it's one of these. Wasn't bad. I guess I did not even remember what to do on that mode. That was a horrible ball. First ball, good. Second ball, bad. Third ball, let's just drain it, right?
Remember, concentrate on the moment.
Concentrate on the moment. Isn't that the truth about everything? Just concentrate on the moment. Literally, the pop-uppers are just being passed back and forth between each other. And, you know, when you think back to where computers and technology was in '99 when this game came out, I mean, people thought internet was AOL. The graphics on this are surprisingly good. I mean, not surprising. I mean, Bally Williams Midway Systems was a video game company, and they had been doing it for a while. So there's no doubt that they were going to put, you know, quality chips and everything in. I didn't tilt it. I barely moved you to move you back to the center of the camera after I had slid you halfway away before. Lose my end of bulk bonus. In a game that I'm probably going to like end and drain on anyways. Don't know why I'm upset about it. Ba-da-da-dum-bum.
Let them make the first move.
Let them make the first move. That was the worst game of the night.
Quite on too.
Ugh. I think the thing they could have done better on is just some of the, you know, text graphics on the screen could have been better. They could have done a little more. It's probably because they're actually text off of something rather than actual graphics. Don't you think they just... I suppose for 99, fonts were pretty primitive. In raster-based fonts were pretty primitive, so it would make sense. No, this might be the worst game. Weird because I was playing on the same cabinet. The flippers feel completely different on this game. They react different. It's weird.
I sense a disturbance on the force.
I mean, they are different flipper mechs, but you know, they're like the same series, the same identical, and they just feel completely different. Destroy the control ship. I would if I could, but I can't, so I won't. That may have been the worst game. Alright, let's...
Episode 1.
Oh, with a skill shot. There it is. What skill? You drained. Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna even stay on that much longer. It's 3 o'clock and this game's not loving me. I'm gonna have to practice.
Oh my!
No bonus. 6 million. That's not the worst game I did with bonus.
I have a bad feeling about this. Concentrate on the moment.
so glad that shot didn't go in. Because one letter away from Darth Maul battle. Doing it a ball down always sucks.
Get out of here.
Gotta shoot again. See, all two again.
Shoot again.
Lightsaber turns on. It's actually a pretty cool function of this game. It's capped or stuck someplace. I don't know where. There it is. See, it would have been impossible to win if I didn't have that second ball. Darth Maul would have just been kicking my ass the entire time that ball was tied up, stuck in a pop-up or someplace. Double drained. He's gonna get a shot or two off on me before I can get, which is fine. Because now I got. Oh, he's gonna get me. Come on. Neck and neck. He got me. Damn it. Alright.
The sense of disturbance in the force.
I forgot that those don't count until the mode starts. I really feel like they should. Get that on. Ugh. Well, that was it. I do think that this game used the video so much better than the other one. there, which is good.
How might I serve you?
Double extra balls lit. Can't get either one of them. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done with this game for the night. One more.
Get to the top. The Trade Federation must be stopped. Well done.
Can't fire your lasers at the little shot, dumbass.
Bartow's jump shot.
You'll find out what you need.
Most of us short of time.
Oh, come on.
Get away.
I have the ball, please. Oof, that was an amazing save, though. And that ball was in there.
Get away.
Let's get away. Yeah, no shit, Jojo.
Be mindful of the living force, young Padawan.
Get out of here.
Once those droids take control of the suns, they will take control of you.
Once that magnet takes control of the ball, it takes control of you. Alright, that's it for tonight. I will I'll see you guys all tomorrow or the day after. We'll see. So everybody have a great night.